Greetings fellow Decepticons, Blaster1987 here, and today I will be reviewing Takara Legends Deluxe, Titan's Return, Triggerhappy and Blowpipe. For those who don't know, Takara Legends is the toy line that does more cartoon-accurate repaints of the Hasbro figures from the 2010s Generations line and its Primals Trilogy sequels. As you can see here, Triggerhappy is a very screen-accurate colour scheme with white stripes on the wings and on the tail fins, and he is based on his Cybertronian fighter jet form from the Headmasters anime and the Transformers American series Season 4 of the Rebirth episodes. Triggerhappy was one of the three Decepticons alongside Slugslinger and Misfire to become Targetmasters instead of Headmasters, whereby their guns were transformed into Nebulan allies. So for example, if I can just remove him, this gun here is called Blowpipe. He's actually a Nebula in a battlesuit who transforms into the gun for Triggerhappy. To transform into robot mode, disconnect the legs from the turret, straighten them out like so, then flip the spine around like so, bring the barrel up onto the back, rotate the head so that the face is facing forward, and rotate the feet so they're facing forward as well. Being a Target Master, Blowpipe is not very well articulated. He's got no elbows, but he does still have a decent range of motion for a figure this small. He's got a 360-degree rotating head, ball jointed elbows, shoulders, no elbows whatsoever because the arms are a solid piece. Individual pinned hips, although because they're on the same pin they can move in unison sometimes. Ball jointed knees for knee bending and rotation for transformation. And that's about it for Blowpipe's robot mode. Now, being a Titan's Return Deluxe figure, Triggerhappy is also a Headmaster in this toy, even though he was only a Target Master in the cartoon. So, to access the Headmaster, unplug the front of the cockpit like so, open this canopy and remove the Headmaster. The American version of this figure didn't come with a Target Master, so the Titan Master was called Blowpipe instead, as a reference to the Target Master partner he used to come with in Generation 1. To transform this Titan Master into a head, just fold him in half like so. Then to transform Triggerhappy's Trans-Tector body, disconnect the wings like so, unfold the legs, flip out the feet, split the legs, rotate the waist 180 degrees, then rotate the cockpit section 180 degrees so that the nose cone folds down onto his back, close the canopy, clip the waist into position, then accordion the arms down into position like so. Some very stiff joints in some cases, so minors may vary on joint tolerances. Then fold back the wings to unclamp the elbows, fold the guns back and flip out the hands like so. Whoops. Same on the other side, wing back, guns over, hand out. And now, as they say in the Japanese Headmasters anime, head on. And here we have Triggerhappy in robot mode. For size comparison, and here we have Titan's Return Takara Legends Triggerhappy with Blurr and Force Thundercracker. As you can see, he is a standard deluxe from the 2010s kind of time. A little bit taller over the shoulders than Thundercracker was, because of course obviously these are the thrusters of his jet mode. So putting these two off to one side. The only downside I'd say to this figure, apart from the possible fragility of the neck joint on the Titan Master, is the fact that unfortunately, because of the way that Blowpipe here is engineered, he can't actually do the replacing the hand outright Target Master thing from the Japanese cartoon. I mean, you can kind of fake it a little bit here, but it won't actually connect. Because the Japanese anime, the Headmasters, had that happen with the Targetmasters, where they will replace their owner's hands instead of being clipped in like a normal gun. So, for articulation on Triggerhappy, because of the Titanmaster gimmick, he's got a ball-jointed neck for plenty of movement, although this peg at the back of the Titanmaster's legs does interfere with motion at some times. Then you've got universal shoulders, although raising the shoulders outwards does whack him in the side of the head with his own shoulder thruster things. He's got a bicep swivel, 90-degree elbow bend or just over. No wrist swivel, but you can fold the wrist in and out, and of course you can swap it out for the vehicle mode guns if you want to, Armada Demolisher style. 360-degree waist swivel for transformation, ball jointed hips for universal motion, thigh swivel, and a very deep knee bend. There's also several 5mm ports on here for extra weapons to be attached if need be. And also there's a couple of 3mm posts on his legs here for Titanmasters to ride on the back of his vehicle mode. These are also compatible with the blast effect from the War for Cybertron trilogy toy line, but I don't have any of those to show off just yet, so you'll have to wait for future reviews to see that in progress. So, that more or less concludes my Triggerhappy review. I have been Soundblaster1987. Join me next time when I'll be reviewing Super Mini Plug Gigant Driller from Mashin Sentai Kira Major. Until then, till all are one.